What's going on, ladies and gents? It's Fx3 again. I'm a videographer located in Lawton, Oklahoma, and today I want to talk a little bit about the new announcement from Sony on firmware version 7 for the FX3, and I believe it's version 6 for the FX30 coming up in September 2025. So a lot of exciting things, especially if you like shooting RAW with your, well, cinema cameras. Let's call them cinema cameras in a way, because that's how Sony promotes them. And now I think, they're closing that gap little by little. Why? Because now we do have shutter angles on the FX30 and FX3. And on top of that, well, they don't have NDs, but if you look at the Pixis and the Red Komodos, they do not have ND filters internally either. So I guess we could now consider those cameras as cinema cameras as well. And the FX3 has been used in Hollywood blockbuster movies now. So yes, we can consider them cinema cameras at last, especially now that we do have the introduction of shutter angles into the FX3 and FX30. And now I'm happy to announce that those who did have problems, with the previous firmware, that they were having autofocus issues, that has not been an issue anymore. Sony, I guess, addressed that issue, and you can download the firmware from the Sony website and update your camera, and you'll be good to roll. So what I would like to address today is Sony's announcement on the firmware coming up next year for the FX3, FX30, FX6, and FX9 are already going to get that firmware this year. So we're going to see these upgrades for those two cameras next year, which I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited about it. Why? Because every now and then I love to shoot in RAW, and the fact that I would have to take that footage, go onto another software to convert it into Cinema DNG, just to be able to edit that on DaVinci Resolve, was just one step that you don't have to worry about. And I've never edited in Blackmagic RAW, but I heard it's so battery smooth when you're using it on DaVinci Resolve. And that's something really exciting to look forward to. So for my Sony shooters, I'm huge into Sony. I'm everything Sony minus my Red Komodo, of course. But this is huge, this is amazing. And the sun just came out of nowhere. So if I got overexposed a little bit, my apologies for that, because I'm using the Sony a7 III. And of course, that does not come with the auto NDs, the FX6 has. But again, thank you very much for tuning in. Do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and congratulations on all my Sony shooters. We're finally getting Blackmagic RAW. But here's the catch though, here's the problem. So for those of us, myself included, that use the Atomos Ninja V and Atomos Shoguns and so on and so forth, we're out of luck, because we're just going to have to get rid of those monitors and buy the Blackmagic monitors. So if you're trying to buy a video monitor, I would highly recommend you go ahead and invest into the Blackmagic monitors if that's something that's important to you. If you don't shoot RAW, if it's not important to you, you don't care about that, don't worry about it. But if you do, hey, I'll see you next time. Hopefully, when the update comes out, I'll be able to make a video about that and show you guys the process and how it works. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's M004, and do not forget to please hit the bell button and the subscribe button. We thank you very much. We appreciate you. Yes, we do. And we just hit 300 subscribers. Woohoo! Thank you very much for your support. We appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.